Hello everyone. I want to show you something. I'm going to go like this real quick. So get that out of the way. Move myself here. A friend or a fellow YouTuber that lives in the same city as I do, or practically we're close, sent me a message and he made a comment on between the regular 35 millimeter f1.8 and the new 35 millimeter f1.4 from Nikon. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Go here. I'm going right here. Do you think it's closer to 40 millimeters than 35 millimeters? And I wrote, I have the 35 f1.4 on the F mount. I also have the 40 f2, and I think it's the same crop size as the newer glass. You know, it looks like it because I did the 1.4 on the F mount, and it's a little bit larger. So I think on the F mount it does, but I'm going to prove another point, and this is from, let's see, where is it? Alex Barrera. I'm going to skip this. The sound is off, but there he is. Okay. Nikon 35 millimeter f1.4 versus the 35 millimeter f1.8s. Okay. Quick difference is the S line is sharper. All right, the 1.2, 1.8. Somehow they have more, I think, how can I say, coatings on the glass compared to the ones that don't have the S. All right. The 35 millimeter f1.4, if you watch this video, it's basically all plastic. So let's go back to me. I have lined up here a whole bunch of cameras, okay? And I'm going to pick one up and you can view it. I'm going to go over to this one though, just to show you. So this is Panasonic S5 II, okay? And I am now showing you the S5 IIX, but then I have the Z6 III, ZF, ZF, Z6 III, and then the Z8. Now, the first example, I'm going to show you a video of between each one on the 28 to 400, but only the 28, 35, 40, something like that. I also have a 26 millimeter on the Z6 III, so you'll see that. I'll show each individual camera. I'll show the video of the Z8, and then last but not least, and I'll put this back up where it belongs. Last but not least, I will then put the 35 millimeter f1.4 F mount. And we'll do a comparison of pictures at the same distance. And then this will explain everything. I'll be right back. Okay, folks. So Z6 3's on the corner. ZF's in the middle. So I had a 35 millimeter, but it's a Zeiss and it's an F2. It's not an F1.4. But I'm going for the size. So compared to 35 millimeter with the 40 millimeter and the other 35 millimeter f1.8s. So what I'm going to do is 26 millimeter, 28, and a 42 in crop. Okay. Then the 40, then the 35, and the 35. Z mount, the F mount, and we'll compare the pictures. Okay, here we go. So the first picture is the 26 millimeter. Look at the distance between the space here and the space up here. Okay, I can bring it close. Look at that, sharp as a tack. Okay, so that's at 200%. But let's go back to normal size. Now we're going to go to the 28 millimeter. So you don't see much difference actually. Okay. But if we go to the 35 millimeter, which is, I believe, this is the F mount, and this is a Zeiss lens. Okay. You can see how much brighter it is. And this is at f2, okay, on the Z8. I am now going to the 35 millimeter on the f1.8, but look how small it is, okay? And it's at 1.8. It doesn't look sharp at all. But you see, if I do this, this is at the same spot. So what I was trying to tell Alex is I thought there was a crop compared to like a 40 millimeter. So this 42 is cropped, all right? That's the, so that's about the size of the 40 millimeter, but I'm going to go to the Zeiss now. All right. And I'm going to do a double. So on this one, I'm going to do the 42 millimeter. So you see this 42, and this is cropped, looks more than the 35. But then if I go to here, the 35 millimeter, you can see what I was telling about. Same position. I don't know why this is brighter than this. Now, this is a Zeiss Disagon, and it's the Belvis, okay? F2 aperture, manual focus lens. So the 1.8 S lens, you know, with the coatings on it, look a lot darker than this one right here, okay? And the last thing I'm going to do, so on the right-hand side is the 42 millimeter, okay? This is the 40 millimeter, all right? So the 42 was bigger than all of them. So we're going to change this one to, messed up again. Let's go back here. All right. So we're going to go to the 35 millimeter. So see, the 40 is bigger. Now I'm going to go to the F mount 35 millimeter. And this is what I was talking about. So this is the original 40 millimeter, the Z. This is 35 millimeter. And this right here is a little bit bigger than the F mount 35 millimeter. Okay. That's what I was trying to explain to him. The F mount that I have kind of corresponds with the 40 millimeter on the Z mount with this new f1.4 35 millimeter. And that's all I was trying to say was that, you know, I noticed there was a crop. He did say he was taking it from the same position, just with different lenses. And he probably used a tripod. So he did everything correct. All right. I'm just saying that it seems like with the F mount, it seems a little bit more crop is where when you put it on the Z mount, it's a little bit different. So just to show you, and I'm going to do it like a four-way, all right? So this one right here, we'll do it at the original 35 millimeter f1 point. Well, it's the S, okay, but it's 1.8. This one right here, we'll do the other 35 millimeter, okay? This one right here, we're going to do the 40 millimeter. And this one right here, we're going to do the 42 millimeter. Okay. So 35 millimeter f1.8 Z, 35 millimeter the Zeiss, the 40 millimeter Z. Now this is the S line, so you can see how the 40 and the 35 F mount have the same coloring. Okay. This one is a 28 millimeter, but it's cropped. All right. So it's a 42 actually. All right. And you can see this is bigger than the 40. 40 is just a little bit bigger than the 35. And the F mount 35 is, well, you can see the difference. So smallest, I'm not showing the 28 or whatever, or the 26, but just to show you the possession, that, 135, F mount 35, Z mount 40 millimeter, Z mount cropped 28 millimeter at 42. I hope that explains it. That's what I was coming through. You're trying to wonder, a lot of this glass, let's say from third parties, they switch over to a different adapter that they mount on the lens. So it's the same lens. It just works for Sony, works for Nikon, works for Canon. That's how they do it. Okay. Or you get an adapter and it's the same thing. It just depends on what the people do with the adapter, if it crops or if it doesn't crop, depending how far the lens is away from the sensor. That's all I'm saying. So let's get back to here. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. Showed you different focal lengths, all Nikon, all wonderful glass. It depends on what focal length you want to use. So anyway, that's just a side view right here. I'm going to go to this view right there. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Oh, watch this guy's YouTube channel. He's outstanding. He has Leica, Nikon. I think he has a couple other cameras. Let's see. Let's go down right here. I'm going to make it large. I'm going to put it right here. And it's Alex Barrera. Barrera. Subscribe to his channel. Give a like. And watch his videos. He's outstanding. And of course, I got to put it right back on my share. I'm talking about him. And there you go. Okay. So here's this thing, Nikon 35 millimeter f1.4 versus Nikon 35 millimeter f1.8s, battle of the 35Ss. Okay. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe. I'll see you later. Bye, folks.